Well, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Tyler's Real Fishing. You know, as I travel around the country and fish more and more places, I find myself fishing lures that I did not have confidence in years ago when I first started my bass fishing journey, and one of those is the drop shot. You know, I just didn't really have a whole lot of confidence in it, especially for where I live here in Texas. But due to some increased usage the past few weeks, I have gained an increased level of confidence for the drop shot, anywhere from deep, clear smallmouth bass to shallow largemouth bass in dirty water. In today's video, we're gonna sit down and talk about the drop shot, everything you have to know about it, especially when it comes to fishing for largemouth bass. You know, I feel like I've talked about it when it comes to smallmouth, but I haven't really dove into what it means to catch largemouth bass here in the South on the drop shot. So my name's Tyler Anderson, and let's talk about it. This lure right here, the drop shot, is one incredible lure. You know, I used to think it was just meant for those deep, clear water, zebra mussel infected lakes that have smallmouth bass, spotted bass, you know, maybe some very finicky largemouth bass, but boy was I wrong. But before we get into the topic of today's video, which is drop shots, I have to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Ridge Wallets. You guys know that Ridge Wallets have been a faithful sponsor here on the channel over the past few months, and I'm gonna put this down for a second and switch out of sponsor mode back to Tyler mode, which should be the same all the time. I love this wallet. I have been using it for over 6 months now, and it has changed the way that I see wallets. I'm not saying that as a sponsor gimmick plug. The reason why I keep talking about this thing is, of course, they pay me money, but also, I love it. It has changed the way that I view my wallet. You know, I don't feel like I have a big old clunky piece of leather sitting in my back pocket like I did when I was 16 years old and first got my truck. I just feel like it is a slick piece of technology. It's a 21st century wallet. It comes in 30 awesome styles and colors, including the carbon fiber that I have here and burnt titanium. It has room inside for 12 full-size cards, as room as a money clip on the back here for cash. Every single Ridge wallet comes with a lifetime guarantee, as well as a 45-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like your wallet after using it for 44 and a half days, you can send it back and they will give you all of your money back. But I have a feeling you're not going to want to, because I've been using it for much longer than 45 days and I stinking love this thing. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to their over 30,000 5-star reviews on their website that people are raving. The Ridge wallet is the way to go. So if you guys want to get 10% off your first order at Ridge Wallets, make sure you guys use the link down below in the description. It'll also be pinned to the top of the comment section, and I believe the code is TRF. I will have it here on the screen somewhere. Again, thanks to Ridge for sponsoring this video, and let's talk about drop shots. This year I made my first ever drop shot instructional, everything you have to know about it video, but I did it from a smallmouth lens. So I did it when I was up in New York at the St. Lawrence River, but it was really a swift current smallmouth bass situation in clear water. And I came back down to Texas and still had zero confidence in fishing a drop shot in really any water dirtier than like 3 foot. If it was 3 foot visibility, I really didn't throw a drop shot a whole lot. I had to have super clear water in my head to be able to throw a drop shot. And I guess maybe I never really paid attention to the pro circuits, pro bass fishing circuits when they would travel around to like dirty water, largemouth fisheries. But I guess they do throw a drop shot a little more than I thought they did. The catch that really opened my eyes to that was Brandon Palaniuk's catch right here.
I don't know what I got here. I got something big. Come on, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Dude, it's a giant. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Woo! Look at that. Jammed up in that freaking brush pile in the tree.
That right there was Brandon Palaniuk's winning fish to win $100,000 in the Bassmaster Elite Series tournament on Santee Cooper. And that was not clear water. You know, he might have said it in that clip right there. He was fishing a drop shot in a brush pile. And when I saw that catch, I thought to myself, okay, I guess I could see how you could catch fish on a drop shot in a brush pile. But why? Why would you not just throw a shaky head or a Texas rig worm? Why throw a drop shot? And the more that I thought about it and the more that I talked to other anglers about it, I realized that I was missing out on a potential to catch fish that see so many other lures in the same exact situations, and a drop shot will get those fish to bite. Now, I'm not gonna go a whole lot into the rigging of the drop shot because that doesn't change a whole lot between the video that I made in the summer and the one now. But a drop shot, if you're completely unfamiliar and you don't wanna watch the other video, I understand. It is a weight with a leader to a hook. And most people throw a drop shot hook with the tiny little mosquito hooks, you know, the little tiny wacky rig hooks, and they nose hook their soft plastic and use it for smallmouth bass. I have found a lot more success both with getting bites on largemouth and on keeping fish hooked on having a small wide gap hook on my drop shot with a relatively thin wire. So I either throw one of 2 or 3 sizes, a 1/0 wide gap hook, 2/0, or a 3/0, and I have 3 distinct soft plastics that I like to use with those certain sizes to target largemouth bass, especially in dirtier water. To me, I think it's just something I had to force myself to do. Could I catch them on a shaky head? Sure. But really, when you think about it, I don't know why in my mind I think the shaky head is less finesse than the drop shot is, but if you're throwing the same size worm on each one of those, it's really about the same. It was just a mental thing for me. I thought that a drop shot had to be clear water, but it doesn't. If those fish are at all pressured or they are suspended off the bottom, a drop shot is going to catch them a whole lot better than any other finesse rig will. So the 3 soft plastics that I use are, of course, when it comes to smallmouth, and some largemouth in clear water, I throw the Strike King Dream Shot. The Dream Shot is just the staple when it comes to amazing action on a drop shot, and of course can be Texas rigged on a 1/0 or a 2/0 Texas rig hook. And just like I mentioned in my How to Rig Every Soft Plastics video, if you missed that, I literally sat down and I rigged every single soft plastic. A Texas rig on a drop shot is no different than a Texas rig any other way. It's just a smaller soft plastic and a smaller hook. Now when it comes to throwing drop shots for more bait fish imitations, I 100% of the time, I don't pick up a Dream Shot in a shad color. I pick up the Strike King Zero Z2. It is just an amazing soft plastic. I'll kind of pull it out for you guys right now. This one and the next one I'm going to talk about are both made with that Elastec material. The super stretchy, as you guys can see right here. Literally cannot even break it, and it's as good as new. And the Z2 not only is durable, of course it imitates a bait fish perfectly, it doesn't have an overwhelming amount of action, but it has just enough to entice those fish. But the thing I love most about it is the feel. As soon as a bass chomps down on this, I felt minnows in my hand before, like live minnows, kind of squished them, not to death, but of course squished the minnows, and they feel almost the exact same, the consistency of this soft plastic and the consistency of a live minnow or piece of bait fish. So I just think the fish hold on to this for a long time. But in a Brandon Palaniuk dirty water brush pile situation, one way that I found increased success and confidence over the last few months is by throwing same exact soft plastic mold or same exact soft plastic material, and that is the Strike King Super Finesse Worm. This here is one that I talked about in my How to Rig Every Soft Plastics video. Really doesn't work on a screw lock hook. You have to use a wide gap Texas rig. And on this one here, I will either keep it almost full size and use a 2/0 or 3/0 wide gap hook, or I will cut off about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of the soft plastic and then throw it on a 2/0 or a 1/0. And I've just found, like I said, so much success when it comes to throwing this in dirtier water. Now, watermelon red is not going to be my choice of colors when it comes to dirtier water. I'll throw more of a black and blue or a Junebug color. But I just think you have to give it a try. This is one of my videos where you're going to see tons of fish catches here in a second. And I'm just imploring you guys, if you thought the way that I did about drop shots, that they have to be deep water, they have to be clear water, I was wrong. And I've been throwing them a lot more in shallow water and a lot more in dirty water, and I'm finding some success. Now, when it comes to the weight that I use on a drop shot, I just use the standard Strike King tungsten teardrop weight. I understand that tungsten's expensive and a lot of people don't want to throw tungsten on their drop shots, so you guys can throw whatever weight you want. That is just the one that I like the most. It is compact, and usually I believe I throw 1/8 ounce, or maybe this is 3/16, or maybe quarter. I don't know, probably a 1/4 ounce. But nothing really heavier than a 1/4 ounce for me, especially when I'm casting it around shallow cover. I don't want to have to really pull that lure a lot to move that weight off the bottom, and I also don't want to be stirring up the bottom with a heavy weight. So, like I said, you don't have to move just the worm and keep the weight on the bottom. You can kind of hop them both together. It's all about getting that lure up in the water column to fish that oftentimes do not see that style of lure in dirtier water. And as always, all of this gear with the rod and reel and hook size that I throw it on are linked down in the description below. Make sure you guys are checking out the description before you purchase your tackle, because if you enter those websites through my links, it'll help me out a ton. But that is all the instruction that I got for you guys when it comes to the drop shot. Now enjoy all these crazy fish catches of some big bass here in Texas on the drop shotted worm. Yep, there's one. Yep, little. And whee! Hard fighter though. He'll walk out. Oh. Uh-oh. What do we got? What do we got? Oh. Oh, oh.
Big one.
Oh, mucho grande.
It's a big one.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Not big.
Oh, whoa. First line of violation. Use your chest.
Yeah.
I got a fish.
Big?
No.
He's looking from the boat right now. Look, 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 look.
Oh my gosh. Let me get back out there. Let me get back out there, gosh dang it. Chill, chill, no.
Did you bring my Mountain Dew?
Stop it.
I'm about to get obliterated.
I bet you will.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Bacon?
Yeah, dude, look at them all on the graph. You need to like...
I'm trying. My line is stuck.
Hurry. Right here, right here. Just right under the trolling line. I mean, there's...
Oh yeah, that's fish. Oh my gosh. Whoa, hello. Had one.
Whack here, he's only catch little one, remember?
Got him.
Bacon?
No. Not like that one. Good grief, dude. Whoa! Gosh, we found him again. Show the camera that one.
I'm dropping my bait back down while I show the camera that one. That's a 5 something.
Yeah.
Yours is what, a 4?
Yeah.
Sorry if it's wild video, but they're just suspended out here in these treetops. There goes my fish swimming back down on 2D. And you can see 3 or 4. Tyler's got him a little chungus. These are all big ones.
I know. Gotta get another worm.
You might want to hurry because this is another 5-pounder. Oh, broke me that time.
He broke you off?
Yeah.
Dang it.
I was due, dude. I was just grinding through trees on like the last 3 big ones I've caught.
You were dude?
I was due.
Dude. Got him. Little guy. Nope. Dinkaroo.
Little ones. Go ahead and save that one.
Save that one? Okay.
Oh, dude, there's more coming. See him? See him
Uh-huh.
coming in?
Yep. There he is. Got him.
Little?
Yep, feels little. Yeah, he is. Little guy. Drop shot. Getting the job done.
Let it go all the way to the bottom.
It is.
No, I can see your bait. I could see him up off the bottom.
Woo! Zoom! Sacrifice his own life for Bassistan. I'm gonna give you a little flip off the high dive. Woo! What a talented little kid.
That I didn't go over.
He came back for it, yeah. I think, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, keep this one. Wish I had the Z2 so I could do that challenge.
Dadgummit, I had him. Lower down, boy.
There's one.
It's not.
I got two.
It's just another good one.
Small. This is awesome. This is awesome.
You know it's a good day when you're kind of like...
Chunking back 4-pounders. This is awesome. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
Uh-huh. Let it go just past them and then kill it.
Score tracker update.
I'm putting him on the big side.
There's one. Whoa, dinkaroo. The matey. Oh gosh.
Big?
Yeah. Big old mama head shakes.
How big it is?
Not giant. My reel's getting a little dry. No, my line's just twisted. And my reel's dry. Got him. I can't boat flip. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Ugh. I can't boat flip this one.
You're there, safe and good. billion of them on this right now. Big, like one of the biggest pools. Not the big ones.